Hello, this is Johnny Henson, Professor Poole with Billiard University out of Phoenix, Arizona. Today is the third day of my 3 day seminar. Uh, Today you can expect to have a stroke at the end of the day of greater than 90% perfect out of a perfect score of 100, and it will be graded not only by me but by all the other students in the class. So your stroke will be 90% correct or greater, and it will be graded by the entire class. And so you can rest assured that that's truly what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to briefly go over some stuff that you're going to be covering on day 3 of this pool school. Now, keep in mind, we did day 1, and then we built on things, and then we did day 2, and we reinforced day 1 and added some more. Now, on day 3, we're going to reinforce day 1, day 2, and add some more information on day 3. And so we'll briefly go over some of the things that you're going to be covering today, which is day 3. I'm gonna be teaching you a little bit about how to use science, ballistics, and physics to truly take your game to the next level. So, uh, uh, what I want, the game of pool is nothing but science, ballistics, and physics, and so to use that in our practice and to use that in progressing our game is it's huge. Okay. Um, I'll be teaching you how to use the three ball pattern or three ball pattern play to take your game to the next level, increase your running percentages and everything. Um, the three ball pattern is something that is repeated over and over and over in games. If you think about it, last two balls in the 8 ball is a three ball pattern. 7, 8, 9, and 9 ball is a three ball pattern. So, three ball pattern is something that you are already doing, but what we're going to do is learn how to practice and master that to take our game to the next level. Um, the professionals do not use a lot of left or right English. They use the tangent line. And so, likewise, I'm going to teach all of you to use the tangent line to really place your cue ball effortlessly on the table at the same time without giving up accuracy or making your cue ball deflect to the left or to the right. There's a reason why the professional pool players use the tangent line, and once you start doing it, you're going to understand why. I'm going to have you learn defense. A lot of people, they practice a lot of offense in pool, but they don't really practice defense. To kind of give you some idea how profound this would be, let's say I took two players of equal ability and I worked with one player just on defense, not on their stroke, their game, or anything else, just on defense. And I spent an hour working with them just on defense alone. And then and the next day, I had those two players play, let's say, a race to 5. I believe my player would win every time, just because now my player understands how to play defense and what's a good time and place to play that defense. But also, my students also learned how to shoot his way out of defensive shots that were played against him. Okay. Learning how to be a table runner. I have taught hundreds of players over the years to be table runners. They have never been table runners before. Um, but this drill is going to increase your table running percentage no matter what level you're at. Let's say you've never run a rack before. Well, it'll teach you how to become one. But let's say that you're running 1 in 10 or 2 in 10 games. Well, it will teach you how to go from 1 to 2 to maybe from 4 to 5. So this learning how to be a table runner or the table running drill is basically very profound in taking your game to the next level, especially your Fargo rating. The more racks you run against your opponent, or the more games that you can finish, then naturally your Fargo rating is going to go way up. Learning how to play in the zone with your subconscious brain. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be covering in this class all 3 days is how to get you to play the game with your subconscious brain. Uh, if you play with your subconscious brain, you're going to be playing your best pool. To kind of give you a quick example of this is, let's say that you're a person who normally runs 1 in 10 racks, okay? Let's say you played a race to 3 against somebody, and in that game you had 2 table runs and a 2-shot game, okay? clearly you're shooting above your average. At one point during that race to three, you played with your subconscious brain. You allowed your subconscious brain to play pool, and your subconscious brain can do it very, very, very well. That's why the sooner that we can get you to start playing a lot of your games with your subconscious brain, then the sooner you're going to take your game to the next level. I'm going to teach you some home drills, some things that you can do at home. Why this is so profound is a lot of players cannot go to the pool hall 7 days a week. This is a way for you to be training your pool game 7 days a week, maybe a half an hour at home. Let's say when you're in your living room, you don't have a pool table in front of you, but you can still practice some things, pool at home. And, and doing so, let's say that you're playing, let's say 2 days a week. Well, then let's say there's 2 or 3 days between the time you play and the next time you play. Well, let's say you and a person are of equal ability, and I can train you how to start practicing every day a little bit at home. Well, naturally, your mind hasn't gone 3 days without playing pool like your opponent. So naturally, over time, you're going to be able to beat that opponent. Okay? You will be learning that you will be thinking and approaching things differently after coming to pool school. 97% of the players that you will play against have never had a professional pool instructor work with them. They have never come to anything like this 3-day seminar. So with that being said, your approach to the game is going to be different. The way you think about the game is going to be different. The way you practice and prepare for the game is going to be different. So naturally, your game's going to go to the next level where people around you that you're playing with now that are your equal of ability, their games are going to be stagnant. And so it won't be long until you'll probably be able to beat a lot of people that right now would be a challenge for you to play, but within a few months will not be a challenge for you to beat. You will be walking away at the end of the day with the knowledge and the skills to take your game to the next level. So you're going to be walking away with drills and knowledge and ways of practicing things. So not only will your game be improved before you leave on day 3, but you'll have the tools to keep it improving over time, forever for that matter. And so anyway, one thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be also offering a level 2 course, which will use all the skills that you're learning in level 1, and then we'll be adding a lot of things to that. I will put out a video on level 2 to explain a little bit more about it. But that is only offered to graduates of level 1 because I use the skills that you learned in this 3-day seminar in order for you to do the skills of level 2. So anyway, I want to encourage you to come to class with an open mind on day 1, and I look forward to you at the end of day 3 when you got that nice, beautiful 90% perfect stroke, and you're going to realize you did all that in 3 days. You have a nice day, and good shooting.